Happy focusing.
Hi, I'm Catherine Torpey, the Executive Director of the Focusing Institute, and I'm here with Ruth Hirsch, who's a member of the International Leadership Council and who teaches focusing from beginner level through advanced and certification. And this video is meant to be just a really short demonstration to give you an example of what focusing can look like. We've not rehearsed anything, so we'll see what happens.
Okay.
So, Ruth.
Okay. So, Catherine, maybe just noticing if you're comfortable the way that you're sitting. Yeah, and just taking a few nice, full, deep breaths. Yeah, really allowing yourself to inhale deeply and to exhale completely. Yeah. And maybe just taking a moment to notice if you're comfortable the way that you're sitting. Yeah, if anything needs to be adjusted at all.
Well, I'm noticing that I'm a little hot in this room, but it's not so bad that I feel any need to adjust it. But I'm just noticing that.
Yeah, yeah. Right, so maybe just acknowledging that. Yeah. And when you feel ready, just allowing your awareness to shift to the inside, like to the part of your being that includes your throat and your chest, yeah, and your stomach and abdomen. Right. And once inside, maybe just noticing what's there. What might like your awareness now?
Well, I noticed a smile just came immediately.
Yeah.
And they're also just in here is just a little bit of little discomfort. I don't know if I'd call it tension. Maybe kind of mostly right in here, like right in my throat. Yeah, and it kind of wants me to give it a little space.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a little something there in your throat and your chest, and it's showing you it wants you to give it a little space.
Yeah, it feels maybe a little like, it feels like a very, like it's been there a long time, you know. So it's a little, rickety, like a little sort of stiff, and yeah, it wants a little space. I can feel it's not gonna get all the space it really wants right now, but it can get a little more.
Right. So you're aware that it really does want space.
Yeah.
And it's something that's been there for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me smile to hear you say that back. Yeah. Yeah, so thank you for reflecting that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something about it being there for a long time and hearing that.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, and almost like there's this almost like little thrill that comes behind, like, like, yeah, it's been there for a long time. So it's not gonna just, open up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you might actually want to just check to see how it might like you to be with it.
Okay.
What might feel good to it.
Okay. Well, it's really happy that we're spending this time with.
Uh-huh.
You and I both.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. And like there's a little hint of tears wanting to come, but not just kind of almost like just a little. It was just kind of enough for me to even just say that, you know.
Yeah.
Like that's sort of the tears of like, oh. So, yeah, so you asked how it wants me to be with it. I think definitely like the word compassion comes up right away.
Mm-hmm.
Patient comes up.
Mm-hmm.
And as I say those words, there's another piece that's saying, yeah, okay, patient and compassionate, but like also, you know, like don't do nothing.
Okay. Okay. So it's already showing you it likes that we're both with it, that you're with it and I'm with you being with it.
Yeah.
And it wants you to be patient and compassionate, but not to do nothing. Like there's something it wants you to do.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm appreciating how you're just saying that right back exactly right. You know, I'm really appreciating that. And yeah, that also sort of, there's like this hint of kind of that tears of like, oh, somebody understands, you know.
Uh-huh.
Kind of, somebody understands me, sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, and then don't do nothing. So I want to give that a little bit of attention. That don't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So in the like yoga, I do yoga.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of saying, you know, like there's some physical things that it's wanting. Like it's wanting me to do some physical activity that will help.
Okay. Yeah, so physical activity is at least one thing it wants you to do.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So maybe more yoga or something different. You can check to see if it's in the yoga field or something more.
Yeah. Well, so the first thing that comes is you say that is I do a couple of different kinds of yoga, and there's one kind that sort of one kind I do in the evening and one kind I do in the morning, and I haven't been doing the morning yoga for like 3 weeks, and it's like, okay, are you gonna start? Are you thinking about getting up in time to do that anytime soon? So that's a piece. Yeah, and there's something there about commitment, and self-care, like being committed to the things that keep me healthy and sane.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you might want to just let it know that you kind of hear that.
Okay.
It's something about really making a commitment to self-care, to what keeps you healthy.
Yeah, it doesn't like the term self-care. It's like really rejecting that.
Good to know.
It's kind of like a commitment to, even though I know I said it, but it doesn't like it. Like more like a commitment to what works. It kind of feels more right. Like not living in la la land, or not living in the illusion that, oh, I don't really have to get up every morning and do that. I can, like. So kind of like a commitment to what works. It's really wanting, it's wanting me to hear that. Something about a commitment to what works.
Right. So it wants you to hear that commitment to what works.
Yeah. Yeah, and thank you. I'm kind of aware of not want, like we're on this video, and so I'm wanting to let you know that this feels like a good place for me to.
Yeah.
Feels like a nice.
Okay. I actually wonder before we totally stop if it would feel right just to check with this place.
Yeah.
Just to see if there's any final thing it might like you to know.
Okay. Yeah, there's some balance between compassion and action.
Okay.
There's something. It's not. There's something about that compassion and action. Compassion and action. Yeah, kind of wants me to remember that. Compassion and action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it wants you to remember that balance.
Yeah.
They're both important.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a nice word. Thank you. Balance. Yeah. Yeah. Something that's not enough, but yes, the word balance is accurate, but not the whole.
Right. The balance of compassion and action.
Yeah. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I guess we'll shift for a moment to addressing our audience a little bit. I just really want to thank you. I mean, one of the things that amazes me about focusing is, even just a few minutes like that can be so like, oh, thank goodness we did that. It doesn't need to be a whole hour long or even half an hour long session. I mean, it's great when you can take an hour or a substantial portion of time, but even just those brief things are so.
Yeah, I could say something if you'd like. It's
Yeah.
just to our people here. It's amazing. First of all, just how. One thing that we didn't say at the beginning is that Catherine is sitting in New York and I'm sitting in Jerusalem. So we're different time zones, different weather patterns, and it still works great. So that's a nice thing. But just how, with focusing itself, how powerful it is to go inside, to be able to access this place inside that has such wisdom that we might not have been aware of, or we might have had a little glimmer of or a sense, but not being able to access it. And this session's in just these few minutes, Catherine was able to access something that led to an opening that will most likely stay with her. That's as opposed to many other kinds of insights that we might have and then forget about, that there's something here that in focusing, when it's embodied as well as in the emotions and the psyche, that it has a different durability to it, a different staying power.
Yes, because it's an experience. It's not a thought. It's not an analysis. It's an experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well said.
So I think that feels to me like a good place maybe to end this, so we could probably both go on and on because we love this so much. And I'm just really wanting to express my appreciation for you, Ruth. Yeah. It's just really nice to connect with you. Yeah. So, okay. Well, for you, it's afternoon. So have a good rest of your day. I'm just starting my day here in New York.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.